What's up, guys? Welcome back to Disrespect Disc Golf. This is Cam Rab here today at Ed Austin Park in Jacksonville. We're going to be reviewing the Butter today. Now, this is a disc that I've been heavily impressed with lately. It's a putter, and now I got it in the Clash mystery box back in January, I think. And this disc, let me just tell you, this is in the Softy plastic, first of all. So it is probably the best type of soft plastic that I've ever felt. It just feels like money. The numbers on this guy are 2301, and it's rounded, so it's got a really nice profile to it. You can see the edge there, and this just flies great. It's a little deep, not super deep though. I normally putt with the deputies, and this is just a tad deeper, but with putting with this, I found that my index finger just really likes to just rest on the edge like that, just kind of on that part of the lip. And it's really comfy. This plastic is obviously soft, and so it's super grippy, and I don't know, it's just a special disc. I'm probably gonna order some more of these guys soon. But for today, we're gonna do 6 short holes with the Butter. We're gonna play from the short tees. And we're gonna try to go 4 down through 6 holes. So this will just kind of see what kind of lines this is good at. I'll be doing just forehand shots with this, and then obviously putting with it. But let's see how this guy holds up to some torque and how it putts. And we're gonna see the stability on this when we're putting with it. So here's the overall review of the Clash Butter. Okay, so like I said, we're doing the short tees for the Butter review. This hole is gonna be straight ahead past these trees, 159 feet. I wonder what we're gonna throw here. The beautiful Butter. I still can't get over how grippy this plastic is. It just feels so nice. It's got a nice give to it, and you can really just sink your fingers in there when you're putting. Gosh, this disc is absolutely amazing. This is slightly stable, so we're just gonna give it a little bit of hyzer and let it ride up near the basket. Never mind, it's actually not as stable as I thought. It just kind of turned over, so maybe not super torque resistant, so next throw we'll have to put even more hyzer on that. Probably the same distance again to the basket, which is just behind this leaning tree back there. It's kind of far for a putt, but we're just gonna putt it and give it a chance. All right, 10 feet. Kind of obstructed with all these vines, so we're just gonna have to kind of go baby and hyzer on this shot. Oh, it's a layup for a bogey, unfortunately. That's just because I threw it bad off the tee, and I thought it was a little bit more torque resistant than it was. Turns out it's not super torque resistant, so we'll know that for the second hole. 166 feet, basket is just up here, and we're gonna put a little bit more hyzer on this Butter, just kind of swing it out wide here and let it come in, and see how it handles this time with a little more hyzer. I just hit the guardian tree. All right, this is to get us back to even par. .142 feet. Here's the tee pad here, and the basket is just right there. So same type of thing, we're just gonna go through this gap here and then let it fade back right at the end. Another forehand. This hole's even shorter than the last one, so should not be a problem to get another birdie here. Is that? Yep. That is absolutely perfect. We are parked. Yeah, man, like Clash disc is just absolutely killing it right now. Like, and pretty soon, actually, in the next couple of weeks, they'll be releasing this new type of plastic called sunny plastic, which is actually very fitting for where I'm standing right now. It's very sunny. But the sunny plastic is supposed to be a lot more torque resistant. I think there's like 5 discs in that lineup that's coming out, and it's obviously made for the pros, so they can really mash on those discs without them turning over. So, but right now we're using the Softy plastic, and I say it's pretty good for birdies. So there we go, now we're 1 under. Dead straight up the gap. Now this one I'm just gonna have to throw flat and hopefully just stay straight the whole time. We'll see how the butter does on a straight line with this hole. Hit a tree at the very end, but that right there should be pretty dang good, I think. So this will really be a tester for the butter to see if it can hold that anhyzer, or it might just fight out early and end up right side. But we want to be way down there to the left back here to have a shot at birdie. Oh yeah. Hopefully I got that in the shot. That was executed to perfection right there. That held the angle super nice. Honestly, man, I am super impressed with this disc right now. No wonder they're selling like crazy. I have yet to try the steady plastic with the butter or the hardy plastic, but this Softy plastic is money. And I mean, it is super, super soft plastic, so I assume that it's gonna beat in pretty quickly. But I don't know, there's some discs that you just pick up and like, man, that's a disc for me. And for me, the Softy butter, whoo, perfect name. It literally is so buttery. Here's where we ended up. Got about 12 feet or so for another birdie. This is to go 3 down through 5. I literally have so much confidence with that disc putting. I'm literally gonna switch my putters. Right now I'm putting with the soft deputies, and the soft plastic from Clash feels 5 times as good as the soft plastic from Dynamic. So I'm not biased, I'm just putting it out there. Go pick one up to see for yourself. You'll probably see this, but it's literally just blowing straight at the camera. So we're gonna have to hang this out pretty wide with a hyzer like that, I would imagine. This is a pretty stiff headwind, and we need this last birdie to go 4 down through 6. Might be asking too much, but we'll see if the butter can do it. You can just see my shirt, how much it's blowing in the wind. It's crazy. No chance, that wind's just way too stiff. We got a lot of limbs up top blocking us from fading back down towards the basket. So it's gonna be looking like a par, I think. Yeah, tap in par. Honestly though, that was a pretty nice putt. Like, the glide was pretty good on that, I think. And yeah, just kind of stayed up in the air for a while. So that's kind of what I look for in a putter. I like a putter that glides, but I don't want it to glide a whole lot. And this is a 2-speed, not a 3-speed. This is a 3-speed. It might be too much disc, but I think a 2-speed is pretty good for a putter. That way, if you're putting on a hill or something like that, it's just gonna minimize your chance of getting up and rolling away. But here's where we ended up, really close to the basket. So it's gonna be a tap in par to finish out the round. Okay, so final thoughts on the Clash butter in the Softy plastic. Now, this is a disc that I feel like pretty much anyone can have, anyone can use. I'm bagging it, and my main putters might be these pretty soon here. Overall, the disc is just awesome. It's got a great flight. Would definitely say to use this for backhands and not forehands. It just doesn't hold up to the torque on forehands. You saw even in the wind, I'm putting this on a lot of hyzer on a forehand, and it's just turning over with the wind. And also you saw in the woods, it's pretty good for a straight shot, and it does have some finish to it. So when you do throw it at a lower speed, this will have a nice little fade on it. Yeah, the plastic is obviously soft. It's not the most durable, so it's not gonna last super long. But I think for the price, I think these are $14.99. It's really good, and you will go through these a lot faster than you'll go through premium plastic discs. But in my opinion, totally worth it, whether you just pick up one or whether you pick up 3 or 4 to practice your putting with. It's got a great feel. I love how rounded the rim is here, and yeah, it's just a great overall disc. So Clash has definitely figured out how to make some of the best soft, grippy plastic ever. Have yet to use this in the rain or in like any sort of damp conditions, but I think the grip would just be supreme even in those conditions. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching the review on the Clash Softy Butter. Make sure you guys pick one up, and see you guys in the next video.